All right, welcome to session 2. As I just mentioned, we're going to look at the easiest tool by far to create AI influencer. And this tool is called RenderNet, rendernet.ai, link also below the video. This is a tool particularly built for creating AI influencers, basically. Obviously, you can do a lot of other things with it, but it's super fast and super easy with not a lot of other control issues and no learning curve, basically. So let's scroll through the site, and here we see the two main things the tool does, what we need for great AI influencers. So first one is face lock. So as I mentioned also before, the face swapping technique we're going to use for AI influencer, they call it face lock. So you have here your base image in the face lock, and then you can generate with prompts other images, and the face stays consistent. The other cool thing is ControlNet. ControlNet, as you see here on the right side, you can provide a base image, then the position of the base image gets analyzed, and then you can create the other images based on your prompt with this position. We're going to look at this in more detail in a second. There are some other features, as I just mentioned. They provide various styles and models, and also a canvas feature. The tool gets also developed constantly, so my guess is that they will launch a lot of other features soon. But as of right now, it's super easy, especially for our use case. So let's log in. You can create an account for free. And so this is how it looks inside the tool right now. This basically changed from a week ago, but it got even more, it got a bit more straightforward and clear. And as you see, you have popular character templates. You have an explore section where you can explore the images already created. And maybe let's just address the elephant in the room. Obviously, the easier the tool, they will charge some money for it, right? And here you start with some free credits, but you can buy credits for your image generations. And as you see, 300 credits. So usually one image takes 1 or 2 credits. So it's really, for $10, you can get a lot of images done. And here you see the pack. So very affordable pricing, especially if you don't want to waste a lot of time. So let's briefly look through it. Maybe start with the explore section down here. You have here the models. There are different type of models available. So if you select, for example, Blazing Drive model, you get pictures in this style, right? So this is what I mean with a model, not the character. And you can basically scroll through the models and see how they look, and then you can just select it and create images. We're going to do this in a second. The other thing, which is very, very cool, is the prompt Explorer section. So you can also browse through images that are already created in the community. And if we look at, for example, her, you see the prompt, also the model used, Copax Timelapse XL. You see the prompt. You also see the negative prompts and all the infos and all the settings that were used to create this, and also the seed, which is especially useful if you want to be really close to that image. And you can then instantly use this image with face lock, for example, if you want to create more of her, or a ControlNet if you want to have the position for it. So super useful here. I would say we just create an influencer model first. You see here there are already character templates, fitness model, fashion influencer, etc. So you see this tool is really built for AI influencers. So we can start with just this model and click generate, and then we are in the editor. So here on the left side, I will briefly show what you can do here. Up there on the models, you can select your model you like. So basically the style you want. As you see here, cyber realistic is already selected to get this type of images, but you can change obviously the model. Then the section, the settings is, you can play around with it, but usually it's as you see it here, the base settings are are enough and are fine. You, especially with AI guidance, you can play around with it. With the image before, we saw an AI guidance from, I think, of 9. So you can play around with it, just generate new ones. And also the aspect ratio is quite useful. So depending on if you do Insta Reels or if you do one-to-one Insta images, so it's very useful. So you can select your settings there. All other things, I would just leave it as it is. You also have the option to select some LoRa's. So LoRa's are, in easy words, are fine-tuned models you can stack on top of your base model. And for example, here, better hands, right? So this is a LoRa that is especially trained because AI usually runs sometimes in some issues with hands, then a finger is missing and stuff like that. And then you can select this LoRa and you have focus on the hands. But we don't need one for now, so it's just optional. And down here, you see the two main important features, face lock and control net. And as you see here, there is an image already selected, so her face, and then the image over there. So depending on what image we use here, the face our influencer will have. Let me find a different one, but pretty similar. So for example, use her. I mean, yeah, I think I used her before, but so you see, you drop it just here, and then you have face lock. This is important. You have to enable it, right? So you have to enable it in order for it to work. And then down here in this section, you see the prompt, right? So you have always a prompt where you describe what your influencer should look like, and also you have your negative prompt. So what we try to avoid right now is nude, naked, not safe for work, and stuff like that. Obviously, if you're gonna head the OnlyFans way, you want to play around with the prompts here a little bit. And yeah, and then you see. I don't care about the LoRa. If we was standing in the gym, pink hair, let's just generate. And now what the tool is doing is using this face and the prompt. So wearing gym clothes, t-shirt, leggings, good eyes, looking at viewer, fully covered, hyperrealism. And it should load in a second. You can also, above here, you can select quality. So we are on plus right now. It's 1 credit and also available as regular. Regular is faster, but plus is enough. It takes quite a while right now, so my guess is always depending on how many users are using the tool right now. Boom, and now you see here a different image with your AI influencer, different hairstyle, but pretty similar face, right? So, and you can adjust the prompt now, and you can say laughing and freckles, for example, etc. Right? So, and you can adjust and just regenerate until you have the picture you want. So you're playing with a prompt here. Maybe let's look at the other option, control net. Same with face lock. We have to turn it on, and then we have to provide. So control net is, as I mentioned before, it's like we can upload images where we want to take the position of like the character in the image, etc., and then create an influencer where with this position. So let's just try it out. So we have here, for example, we have an image with on a bike, right? And also, so here you see it's turned on, and also the face lock is turned on. So here we have the face lock, and then here we have the position show. So what the tool now does is it combines the face from face lock and the position from the control net position, and it should, maybe we even try no prompt at all. Here the settings, you can leave it as they are, balanced. Prompt is more important. Control net is more important. We're gonna go with balanced for now, but my guess is if we don't use a prompt at all, we will see how it turns out. But maybe we have to select control net is more important. But let's just try. So the image just generated without any prompt. And you see here, it took the control net position, generated an image from the control net, but it didn't really adjust to our model, right? So that's why we always want to use a prompt additionally to have it here. And we're going to just briefly attach or not attach, change the prompt, standing in a gym, sitting on a bike. And so now we hit generate again. And now the image is here. So as you see, this one is then on point again. So here, if you look closely, there is one leg is could be a bit off. So always when you see this, you can readjust it and just regenerate it until it gets it right. But it's pretty close, and we can use it. And we have the position from our ControlNet image, and we have the character from our face lock. And yeah, basically that's it. I mean, there's nothing more to it. All the other things is playing around with the prompt, describing what you want to have, and just generate a lot of variations. And it's super simple. It's super easy. It's fast. But yeah, as we wanted, maybe here, for example, we just wanted to or would like to adjust the lag. It's not possible with RenderNet. So you always have to regenerate the whole image. With the next tool we're going to show you, there even those details are possible to adjust. But yeah, to sum it up, great tool, super fast. You can start with some role models here. You have your face lock. You have your ControlNet here. You have the prompt section here. There are many. This prompt, for example, was already given by the system. You can play around with it. You have the Explore section where you can get prompt guidance, and also here they have a useful feature. It's a prompt chatbot, so you can describe what you want to have, and then it creates a good prompt for you. So super simple, very easy. We like the tool, also affordable, especially if you want to get started fast and not learn a new tool. RenderNet is very, very useful. And yeah, enjoy. And also, the next video, as mentioned, we're going to look at a more complicated tool, but where you have more options, obviously, and also have the option to use it for free. So make sure you also watch the next session.